Every day in Missouri, students walk into school carrying more than just their backpacks. Some carry worries about their next meal or how they will get through the day without things they need. Care to Learn is changing that story by meeting those needs so every student has a chance to focus on learning.
It started with one simple idea, that every child deserves to be cared for. That idea has grown into a statewide mission to make sure no student is held back by circumstances beyond their control.
From the beginning, Care to Learn has focused on three main things: health, hunger, and hygiene. They meet those needs quietly and quickly so that students can feel supported and ready to learn.
When you think about leadership, it's not always about speaking the loudest. Sometimes it's about listening, noticing, and acting with compassion. This is what Care to Learn represents.
Every small act of kindness creates a ripple. A meal shared, a pair of shoes provided, a sense of dignity restored. Each of those moments reminds us that change begins with kindness.
Care to Learn began in 2008 with a simple but powerful belief. No student should struggle to learn because of hunger, illness, or a lack of basic necessities. What started as one chapter in Springfield soon spread across Missouri, uniting schools, community partners, and volunteers under one shared purpose. Their work focuses on three pillars: health, hunger, and hygiene, because those are the foundations of a child's ability to thrive. In some schools, Care to Learn provides weekend food packs so students return to class on Monday ready to learn. In others, it may mean supplying clothes, new shoes, or warm coats before winter sets in. Each act of care is quick, confidential, and focused on dignity. No paperwork, no waiting, just help, right when it is needed. Their story is a reminder that compassion can move faster than circumstance, and that every student deserves to walk into school feeling safe, valued, and ready to grow.
To understand the impact of Care to Learn, you have to understand their purpose. They believe that when a child's basic needs are met, they're more likely to feel supported and ready to learn.
Care to Learn chapters work with schools and community leaders to make sure help is available right when it is needed. They act quickly, often within hours, to make sure no student goes without.
The mission is more than donating items. It builds trust between students and schools. It sends a message that says you are seen, you matter.
This work creates long-term impact. It changes how students view themselves and how they see the people who care about them.
At the heart of Care to Learn's success is collaboration. From the very beginning, local chapters have been powered by people: school nurses, counselors, teachers, parents, and community members, all working together to identify and meet student needs. Every Care to Learn chapter raises and spends funds in its own community, ensuring that help stays close to home. Partnerships with student organizations like Missouri FCCLA strengthen that mission. Through service projects, fundraisers, and awareness campaigns, FCCLA members across Missouri become the hands and hearts that keep the mission alive. Whether it is a hygiene kit drive in a small rural district or a statewide fundraiser at a leadership conference, each effort connects young leaders to real change. It is proof that when schools and communities come together, care multiplies. These partnerships show what can happen when leadership is guided by empathy. Together, Care to Learn and FCCLA remind us that service is not about doing something big once. It is about showing up, again and again, for those who need it most.
Care to Learn cannot do this work alone. It takes the commitment of communities, schools, and organizations coming together to meet needs and strengthen support systems.
Partnerships are what makes the mission sustainable. Every chapter that donates, every advisor that leads a project, and every community that gives becomes something bigger than themselves.
As a student leader, it is inspiring to see how contributions can turn into results. The smallest fundraiser can mean meals for an entire classroom or a full supply of hygiene products for a semester.
FCCLA chapters across Missouri are proud to partner with Care to Learn. Through service projects, donation drives, and awareness events, our members help ensure that students have what they need to succeed.
When schools and organizations work together, we create more than assistance. We create hope, and that hope changes lives.
Behind every number and every statistic is a story. a story of resilience, compassion, and the quiet power of care. Care to Learn's mission reminds us that change does not always begin with grand gestures. Sometimes, it starts with something as simple as meeting one small need at just the right moment. Each act of care builds confidence and restores dignity. It lets students know that someone believes in them and their potential. The difference this makes extends far beyond a single day in school. It changes how students feel about themselves, how they approach learning, and how they see the world around them. The human side of Care to Learn is about connection. It is about the people who choose to notice, to help, and to care. It is about the belief that when one life is lifted, an entire community grows stronger. That is what continues to drive the mission forward, a simple, shared commitment to kindness.
Behind every statistic and number is a real person. A child whose day became brighter because someone cared enough to help.
The stories shared by Care to Learn are powerful reminders of what compassion looks like. A student receiving new shoes for the first time, a child finally having a warm coat for the winter, a family finding relief in a moment of hardship.
These moments remind us that service is personal. It's not about recognition or awards. It's about the difference made in someone's life.
When we serve others, we also grow as leaders. The projects we learn from compassion and understanding last long after the project ends.
The human side of Care to Learn is what makes it so special. It is about connecting hearts, one act of kindness at a time.
Today, Care to Learn continues to expand across Missouri, creating local chapters in both rural districts and large cities. Each one is built on the same promise, that no child will ever face a barrier to learning that compassion cannot remove. The organization's impact reaches far beyond the items it provides. It builds hope, confidence, and the belief that someone cares. As Missouri FCCLA members share that mission, we are reminded that leadership begins with service. Together, we are shaping a future where students do not have to worry about what they lack, but can focus on what they can achieve.
Care to Learn has showed us what it truly means to lead with heart. When we care for others, we create a foundation where others can flourish.
Every Missouri FCCLA member has the power to make a difference. Whether it is through advocacy or awareness, our actions shape a brighter future.
Together, we are building communities where every student can walk into school feeling confident, supported, and ready to succeed.
Partnerships like this make us realize that when we work together, we can accomplish incredible things. The impact may start small, but it continues to grow with every act of care.
As leaders, we are called to lift others up. Care to Learn gives us the opportunity to do just that by helping students reach their full potential.
The story of Care to Learn is the story of compassion in action. It is proof that when we see a need and choose to respond, we can change lives.
The future of Missouri is brighter when every student knows they are supported and cared for. That is what makes this partnership so special.
This story does not end here. It continues in classrooms, in communities, and in the hearts of everyone who chooses to care. Together, we are meeting needs and changing lives across Missouri.